Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. This crochet heart pillow in color blocks. Now as you can see, it uses all these different colors, 8 different colors, but it only uses a little bit from each one. And I chose to use this Baby Bee Sweet Delight. It's a number 3 lightweight yarn. Now this pattern will fit an 18 by 18 pillow. I will give additional instructions in the description area below, or also in what will eventually become the written pattern that will be found at crazycoolcrochet.com. I'll give further information for a 16 by 16, or if you want to go even bigger than 18 by 18, I'll give you some instruction there. Now, in addition to the yarn, we're using scissors. The crochet hook is a G, or 4.25 millimeter, and the yarn needle. And then the back panel will be one solid color. So you can choose whatever color you would like for the back. I am going to go with the flannel, the lightest gray. So I'll run over all the colors here. So the lavender is actually called Sugarplum, and violet. Toy Elephant, which is a medium gray, Airplane, which is a darker gray, Flannel, which is a very light gray, Angel, which is a white, Sunkisses is a light yellow, and Banana is a brighter yellow. And we're going to start the heart panel with a chain of 62 using the medium gray. This is how I start my slip knot. I find it the absolute easiest way. Let me show you that again in case you've never seen that before. Hook in front of the yarn, and then just twist it all the way around. When you do your first chain, you've got your slip knot right there. Okay, so 62 chains. And then we're going to do all single crochets in each chain, starting with the second chain from the hook. Do not count the chain on the hook. There's the first one, there's the second one. Single crochet, and then a single crochet in each chain till you get to the last chain. You will end up with 61 single crochets. At the end of that first row, chain 1, turn, and now continue with the single crochets, starting in the very first space, and then in each space across. And again, when you get to the end of the row, chain 1, turn, continue with the single crochets. So you will do this for a total of 12 rows of single crochet. Okay, now we've completed the 12 rows in single crochet. Now in row 13, which is where I'm at now, I went ahead and crocheted 30 single crochets. So I completed 30. And now we're going to bring in the darker gray. So I am actually going to undo number 30. Okay, so to introduce the next color, you start number 30, but you don't complete it. You leave it with 2 loops on the hook. Then you bring in the next color. Throw the tail to the back, and then complete that last single crochet with the next color. And that's all there is to introducing a new color. And then you just continue. Actually, we're only going to do 1 single crochet in this dark color. Okay, so in the next space, do 1 single crochet, And again, you don't complete it, because we're only doing the one. So you're going to pick up the original color again and complete that single crochet. Tighten it up just a little bit in the back, pull on the darker color, just a little. If you tighten it too much, then that will completely disappear on you. And then continue with the single crochets across the row for 30 more. Okay, so we've got 30 in the light gray, 1 in the dark gray, and then we'll have 30 again, so that you're staying with the count of 61. Okay, when you get to the end of the row, chain 1, turn, and work 29 single crochets in the same light gray. Okay, we've completed 28 single crochets. Now we're going to do the 29th for 2 loops on the hook. We're going to complete it with the dark color. So bring the current color towards you, get it out of the way, grab the dark color, and pull that through to complete that last single crochet, number 29. Now we're going to do 3 single crochets in the dark gray. So there's that first space. But you want to move that strand out of the way. So there goes 1. Now we're carrying the previous color across. So go under it. And then do your second single crochet. Go under that light strand for the third single crochet in the dark color. Now bring the dark one towards you. Don't complete it. We're going to bring back that first color. So put the dark one towards you, pick up the light one, and complete that third single crochet in the dark. And now go into your next single crochet with the light and go across the row for 29 total. At the end of that row, chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to do 28 single crochets, and then we'll pick up that dark color again. Before I continue, let me remind you, and I always say this in most of my videos, watch the video all the way through. The reason being, first of all, it helps my channel tremendously if you watch for several minutes, if not all the way. And I also tend to offer suggestions along the way that might have helped you towards the beginning. For example, I'm about to do that right now. So if you measure this, as I said, this is for an 18 by 18 pillow. However, this does not measure 18 inches wide. It's actually a little short. It's 17 and a half, but that's okay because it stretches. When you go to insert your pillow, this will stretch and it will fit just fine. Okay, now we did 27 single crochets. Now we're going to start number 28. Drop the gray, the light gray, pick up the dark gray, and complete number 28 with the darker color. Pull on that light gray strand just a little bit to tighten up that last stitch. Okay, now we are carrying that light gray across the row here, so we can pick it back up over here. Okay, so just hold it behind the work. So go into that next single crochet into the next space, go under that darker or the lighter color, the previous color, to your single crochet. And we're going to do 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll start number 5. Drop the dark color, pick up the previous color, and complete that last one. And now go into the next space, single crochet, and then single crochet for 28 total, and the second side here. Okay, so now let me show you what we're doing here. On each row, as we're working the heart, we are increasing by 2 on each row of the heart, and then decreasing by 1 on each of these sides. So this is why we did 1, 3, 5, and the next one it'll be 7, 9, 11. So you're increasing each row by 2 in the heart, decreasing each side by 1. So just keep working until we go to switch to the next color block. And don't forget to be carrying the yarn across the row. And now we are on row 24, and we have 23 single crochets in the heart in the dark color, 19 single crochets on each side. This is row 24. Now we're going to change colors. So this is number 18 of the single crochet. The last one is 19. Now we bring in the lavender. Complete that last single crochet with the new color. Chain 1 and turn. Now we can cut off the dark yarn and the lighter gray yarn. Leave a tail about 5 or 6 inches long for weaving in at the very end. And now we continue in the pattern. So this time we're going to do 18 single crochets in the lavender. And just as before, this is number 17. Now we'll start 18 and we drop that current color to the back. This is the front now where we're working. And we bring in the violet. So we complete number 18 with the violet. Now let's clean that up. Tug a little bit on that lavender. So we'll do your first single crochet in the violet and carry the lavender across that row. So on that last row of the heart, the dark gray, we had 23 single crochets. So now with the violet, we're going to need 25. And just complete the row as usual. When you get to the end, chain 1 turn, come back with the lavender over here and the violet in the heart. Just continue in the pattern. Okay, this is where we are. Don't worry, I'm going to talk you through the whole thing. And just as a side note, when all is said and done, I really do wish that I had gone with a more contrasting combination with the yellows. It's just not contrasty enough. It still works, but when you're doing yours, keep that in mind. We had been working in the violet and the lavender colors for rows 25 through 36. By the time you get to row 36, you will have had 7 of the single crochets on the edges, 7 and 7, and 47 in the heart. And then we're going to change colors. Now, I'm not going to show you on film every single row. As long as you understood the decreasing and the increasing, and of course I'm not talking about decreasing stitches or increasing. We're staying at the count of 61 for the entire panel. Every row, 61 single crochets. We're increasing and decreasing the colors. In row 37, we're going to change colors to the light gray and the white. And we are staying with the same counts for row 37 through 44. We will have 6 single crochets on the edges and 49 in the heart. Then when we get to row 45 and 46, we're going to start increasing on the edges and decreasing in the heart, the colors. So then we will have 47 in the heart and 7 on the edges. 7, 47, 7. On row 47 and 48, we'll do that again. And now we have 8 on the edges and 45 in the heart. We're still in that gray and white. Now on row 49, we change colors to the light yellow and the bright yellow. So on rows 49 through 52, we will stay with the same counts. 9 on the edges, 43 in the heart. On row 53, we'll start forming that V in the center, which is a little bit hard to tell with these colors. So sorry about that. So now we're going to have 10 on the edge, 20 in the bright yellow, 1 single crochet in the light yellow, 20 in the bright yellow, and then 10 on the edge. Then on row 54, we're doing 11 on the edge, 18 in the heart, 3 in the light yellow, 18 in the heart, and 11 on the edge. Row 55, 12 on the edge, 16 in the heart, 5 in the light yellow, 16 in the heart, 12 on the edge. Row 56, 13 on the edge, 14 in the heart, 7 in the light, 14 in the heart, 13 on the edge. Row 57, 14 on the edge, 12 in the heart, 9 in the light yellow, 12 in the heart, 14 on the edge. Now on row 58, we're going to do some more severe decreasing and increasing in the colors. So on row 58, we're doing 16 on the edges, 8 in the heart, 13 in the light yellow, 8 in the heart, 16 on the edge. For 59, row 59, 18 on the edge, 4 in the heart, 17 in the light yellow, 4 in the heart, 18 on the edge. And that completes the heart shaping. Now we just need to finish off with a few rows of straight single crochet in the light yellow. So for rows 60 through 69, you're just doing all single crochets in one color. And that completes the pillow cover. Now I know that sounded horribly cumbersome, and it would be easier, I'm sure, if I had filmed every single row, but that would have been a 2-3 hour long video. Well, that's not going to work for anybody. So I strongly suggest that you go to crazycoolcrochet.com. The written pattern will be there. If you happen to be watching this video on the day that I post it, the written pattern will be on the blog a day or two later. I usually get it up the very next day. Okay, now don't forget, we need the back panel. So the back panel will be the same 61 single crochet count. So start your foundation chain with 62 and then just do a solid color, and then we will put the two panels together. So of course at the end of that last row, tie off the yarn. And here's my back, just so you can see. Yes, it's ugly. We're going to have to weave these in. Okay, now before I proceed with attaching the two panels, I want to explain. I went ahead and changed out that last color. It just was not going to work for the photos that I need to take. Okay, so let's go ahead and start attaching the two panels. So there's the back panel. I did it all in the one solid color. And we want right sides touching each other, wrong sides are facing out, facing you. Okay, so here's the right side, there's the tail from the foundation chain. That's how you know this is the right side. And of course this one is obvious. So now we're just going to use a simple whip stitch. I am going to seam the three sides and then flip it inside out, insert the pillow, and seam the top with the same whip stitch. However, if you prefer to have a zipper, I do have another video that shows you exactly how to do that. So I will leave a little white box right up above. You can click on that and go to that video if you want to add a zipper to your crochet work. Okay, I like to start at the corner. And we're going to use a yarn needle and the length of yarn. So all you need to do is insert the hook in the cornermost stitch. I like to go under 2 strands on each panel. Now I like to tie the end just to secure it, and then just go under the 2 strands. Go back around, so you're just going around and around. And that's all there is to it. Just keep going all the way down, back around the second side, up around the third side. And then we're going to stop. We'll turn this inside out or right side out. We'll insert the pillow and then we'll just continue the top. And there is the seam. So you can see it blends beautifully. So here we go. I hope you like this. I know it's a little bit out there. I would love to hear what colors you are choosing for your pillow. Leave a comment below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. Please come back for my next project. I normally put out new designs pretty much every week. So subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you.